Back to BLACKSITE Sports, and we're going to talk about the young man who was killed at Lebron James Primary School. They have just arrested 3 suspects. The U.S. Marshals went out and got these savages and brought them in for some good old justice. Let's take a look at this newscast.
Akron police officers and members of the U.S. Marshals Service Northern Ohio Violent Fugitive Task Force used the element of surprise in the middle of the night to arrest 2 unsuspecting brothers and their cousin in connection with the June 2nd beating death of 17-year-old Ethan Limey in the parking lot of the I Promise School in Akron. Authorities had placed a high priority on the case, and a $30,000 reward was offered for information about the alleged killers.
It's sad for us. It's never easy for us in law enforcement when we see anybody lose their life, and especially when it's a very young person that has their whole life in front of them. We took 3 violent criminals off the streets. Hopefully we're going to take them off the streets permanently.
Charged with murder and felonious assault are 20-year-old Deshaun Stafford Jr., his 19-year-old brother Tyler Stafford, and their 21-year-old cousin Donovan Jones. Ethan Limey's grieving family is grateful that the suspects are being held accountable.
We're thankful for the hard work of the Akron Police Department, thankful for the dedication of the Fugitive Task Force. We're relieved that the people have been found, and just as a family we can't be more thankful to the Akron community. People have shown a lot of courage, a lot of compassion.
Akron police say their preliminary investigation revealed that Ethan Limey and his friends had been driving around on the night of June 2nd, and that some of his friends fired what's known as a splatterball water bead blaster at the 3 suspects while they were on the basketball court at the LeBron James-sponsored I Promise School. The suspects then attempted to confront the teens. Investigators say it appears that Ethan Limey then got out of the car to intercede and was beaten and stomped by all 3 men. The Summit County Medical Examiner's Office says the popular student athlete at Firestone Community Learning Center died of blunt force trauma to the head.
I don't think anything could justify what they did, nor the extent of what they did to my son. No, I don't think anything could justify it.
To give you an idea about how friends and classmates felt about Ethan Limey, take a look behind me at this touching memorial that was created by them as a tribute to Ethan here at the baseball field at Firestone. Those who knew Ethan best say the way he died speaks volumes about the kind of young man he was.
I do know that he was a very loyal young man, and he was going to back his friends. There's no doubt about that.
He always saw himself perpetually on a team, whether it be his friends or his actual teammates.
Jack Shea, Fox 8 News in Akron.
One thing you could say about this whole issue is that the young man did not deserve.
Tune in every week for One Tank Trips presented by.
He did not deserve to die, even though they may have started the incident by shooting those water pellets at the young man, but that will be taken into consideration when they go to court. But they did not have to beat the young man to death. You know when enough is enough. Once the person is on the ground and they cannot defend themselves, you know when to stop. Everybody has been in a street fight. But to beat the young man to death at the age of 17, to see him lose everything, to see his family in despair, this shows you what type of society we have. You can make one wrong mistake, you can say one wrong word, you can step on one wrong shoe, and you can be out of here. This is the problem with the youth today. We have a violent culture. We have a violent youth culture that believes that you must get respect at all times or you're considered a punk or a lame. So that means whenever something happened, instead of discussing the issue, you must lash out and deal with the enemy. This is sad to see, but this happens every day across this nation. Young people losing their lives to violence. This shouldn't have happened, but it did. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE Sports. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, but also share. this video.